Let's go and welcome back to Talking Trophies.
Yes.
Australia, let's stay safe.
Talking
let's come
tro- oh,
together. No,
I
I'm saying
thought you said Talking Trophies Australia.
no. Talking Trophies as in welcome, and then
Yeah.
Australia. A message to people in Australia: stay safe. Things are looking a bit crazy, and you know what? The thing is, it's like we've been having episodes talking about like stabbing culture and the increase of it, and how we're going to be seeing heaps of attacks happening over the next few years and stuff. And it's happening now, and you can just see the Australian public going like, "What is going on? We need to put a stop to this." And
Laws. We need to do
we need laws. We need to reform
Yeah.
people, and we need to tell people what they should be doing and can't be doing. And right now, it's intense. We had 2 major stabbing incidents
But on top of the regular
on the regulars. Yeah. So let's go with the first one. You want to go with the one the Westfield one that happened?
Yeah, let's do the Westfield one.
All right. I got a couple hot takes on that
Okay.
because
Yeah, there's some things blowing up. I've been seeing online as well.
there's a bit of a divide. I'm not online, so look, I'm not like I'm not gonna be like other podcasts and form my opinions based on the opinions of others.
Yeah, you go
You know what I mean?
first.
I'm going all in from just what I've seen, and you know what? When I listen to news, sometimes I like to get a bit of Sky News.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to know what country Australia's thinking.
Yeah.
I want to know what the conservative Australians are thinking, and then I jump over to the liberal side, a bit to the liberal side, like, you know, the SBSs, the ABCs, and the Vices, to see what they got to say about what's going on.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, Australia's divided because Sky News are tweeting, when they tweet stuff, they go, terrorism, mental health, everything. Australia's under chaos. We're under attack. You'd think we're going through war right now. And then you go to the other side where it's like, hey guys, let's hear the victims. Let's hear the attackers' point of view. Why do they do it? Let's break that down. So there's a bit of a divide in Australia right now. What do you think, man? Let's talk about it. Let's go with the Westfield stabbings.
All right, so we had the stabbing at Westfield, which is obviously first and foremost a horrific incident, which is heartbreaking. I think, we've seen, you see it overseas, you see it, you had that once off do you remember the hostage situation that happened back in the day, like in Sydney, like back in 2015, like you have those once offs. You have the Burke Street malls, but this one specifically is just a reoccurring thing of people getting knives, and it's intent to kill. They're wanting to kill people. And what was shocking about this one specifically, you hear the different sides to it. So you hear mainstream media, but then you also hear the Instagram people diagnosing the whole incident, the person's history. And so, you hear different sides. So it goes from, you hear one side going, it's a terrorist attack that's going on. You hear the other side that's going, it's a Muslim, but even though it's not.
For the Westfield one?
For the Westfield one.
Yeah, okay. Because there was...
When it first happened,
because when it first happened, we actually were recording our episode last week, and I'm like, should we talk about it? I'm like, nah, let's save it for next week because this is a proper topic.
Yeah.
And you know what killed me? The first comment I saw, so he goes, attack happening, knife attack happening. Some bloke just commented, Muhammad. Yeah. And I said, bro.
Yeah.
This guy. It's straight away that's what people think straight away.
And you know what it is? It's just like... First and foremost, I think you said it last week, but the brother's wearing shorts. So the guy's definitely
I said, look, the guy has shorts above his knees, so he cannot technically be going under the holy wall.
Yeah.
Because the guy's showing what we call the older.
Yeah.
So
showing the knees.
Yeah, you can't be showing the knees as a woozy.
You're modest. The modesty for the men.
Modest, for the men.
But then you hear the other side that the guy's actually he was targeting women, and the man that was attacked was only because it was a security guard that got in the way. But everyone that was targeted, apart from the baby,
bloody incels, I think,
was a guy targeting women, and that was another thing that I was reading online. So there's different takes on it. You can tell that it's sparked up an uproar.
I don't think he was technically attacking women only, because there was a video clip of him running. Was that the security guard that was trying to stab? So
he stabbed the security guard because the security guard was trying to stop him. But they were saying if you watch the people, like the majority that he was targeting were females.
And he got the baby too, yeah?
And the baby.
So I heard the baby came out of ICU.
Yeah.
So speedy recovery to the baby, and condolences to the people that lost their lives. Look, I want to know this. So you see, the first thing that comes out is mental health and stuff. Mental health. I believe Yeah, the guy is crazy. Okay, I get that. Yeah,
Without a doubt.
but I believe that the reason why the media jumps to say mental health,
Yeah.
how about even if the guy has a cause? Let's just say the guy goes, yeah, for example, yeah, he hates women or whatever it is, or he has a cause. I believe I had a dream that I was told to go attack people, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
They say mental health. I realize this. The reason why they say mental health, it's a control of the public. Because if they don't say mental health, the guy who might be triggered.
Yeah.
Other people might be triggered to do attacks like that. So they say, hey, if you do this attack, you're crazy. We're gonna label you as crazy. And then there's probably some crazy people out there saying, hey, I'm not crazy. So I was thinking about attack people. But I don't want to be labeled as crazy, and I'm not gonna do the attack.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is, and I think that's why the media always rush to. And if it's a muzzy wuzzy, he's a terror wizzy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
That's what it is.
And then they're extremists.
They're an extremist, yeah. But the guy that did that, and if you watch the video, bro, he was just like. Remember, I was doing like.
I'm not gonna lie, the guy was running.
He was running a bit zesty.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie,
it was cool.
It was a bit.
The guy
zesty.
was running weird.
So, and the fact that he was attacking women, we gotta look into his who his target audience is, as in which
The
gender
motive
does he desire?
Yeah.
Because he might be a bit.
He might be all in for the men, or
yeah. So it might be all in for the men, and just like says we don't want women around, and we want to push our agenda, and or he's what's called, he just hates women, and he he's sick of being rejected by women, so he just started attacking them.
Yeah, it's scary. Shout out to a family member's shirt that they rocked. Your dad's shirt.
Oh yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out my dad.
If you saw a shirt, there was basically a T-shirt, and it says "Help me before you record me."
Yeah.
And that's another thing, man. When all these incidents happens, people just whip out their phones and recording. But at the same time, it's like, what are you gonna do?
It's not easy.
Like
being
let's say, okay, like, no, we're not gonna role play what happened.
No, do role play, because there was a couple guys.
If you were in
the French
guy, yeah, with the bollard,
yeah. So are you?
And he got his citizenship.
I saw a video where the security guard, the security guard got stabbed. He goes, I want my citizenship as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so they offered him a citizenship. He got a shout out by the French president as well. But yeah, so let's just say we're in the situation. Are you a French guy or the guy that's recording from upstairs?
Bro,
what do you do in that situation?
Bro, I'll be honest. Depending on but that was a big knife. I don't think I'd be a bollard guy, bro. I don't think I would, if I'm being honest. It's a different scenario. If my family's there, it's a different scenario.
Yeah.
But me on my ones, I don't think I'm a bollard guy. And I think it all depends on the scenario.
The bollard guy wasn't. I don't know if he's trying to stop him, bro. Like stop him from doing the attack. I think he was trying to
protect himself.
Yeah. So and doing that, obviously by protecting himself, he stopped the guy and killed time, and police were able to come in and intercept. But I'm just saying, like in that situation, that guy could have just turned around and be like, okay, I guess I can't attack anyone on level 6. Let me go back down to level 5 and attack anyone. You know? And I think the French guy was just protecting himself, man, with the bollard. So in that situation, you might be doing the same. You might grab a chair, or because the main thing with knives is always distance, you know?
Yeah.
Like, for example, even the funny one, remember when those guys that came to the area with the knives, and then I chucked the boiling tea on their face? Yeah. Like, it's not about, I want to be a hero. It's, let me keep my distance away from you and avoid getting harmed.
Avoid getting literally stabbed.
It's dangerous, man, and it's knife crimes is a big thing. And I'm telling you, see how women got attacked and stuff. Yeah, there's vulnerable people in society, and like for example, if a man is attacking a woman, end of the day, man, biology says he most likely has the advantage, obviously due to size, testosterone, whatever. So it's like, do we want to have an emphasis on? Do we want to have a push? Is there going to be a reaction by Albanese, or is he just going to come out, say a speech, say sorry for the loss, blow a couple candles, put flowers outside of Westfield? 2 weeks later, it gets swept away. We move on. No laws have been changed.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, the guy died there, then and there.
Yeah.
So
he's not suffering.
There's no justice to it,
and no one knows his true agenda.
No.
They're probably maybe they're looking at.
They've been interviewing the family and stuff.
Like looking at videos, like maybe getting his laptop or phone and seeing what he was looking at before and stuff. Yeah. But it's just like the guy died. No one knows his motive. how did he get access to that blade? Pretty
Yeah.
much, you know.
Yeah.
And
What should be the laws around
Yeah.
getting access to blades?
yeah, to be honest, guys, I'm look, if this is what's going on, we might have to do an America, where
Yeah.
everyone just gets straps and protects themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Everyone has to declare their cutlery.
Yeah, yeah, you
literally.
declare. Look, if you want to rock up machete in Melbourne or in Sydney
Get it
or wherever
declared.
you are, you declare your machete. You tell the police, look, I have this machete on me,
Yeah.
and you do a 2-day course on knife control and punishments and whatever, and that's it. You know.
Yeah.
So because look, knife crimes are a big thing, man, and I feel like that guy probably would have got life in prison because he killed people.
Oh,
but let's just say
without a doubt.
someone.
But this is where it gets me annoyed as well, because of the incident and the extent of it. It requires so much resource to protect the individual. For example, right, like the person that done the shootings in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
They're in prison, but they have to have someone supervising them all the time. So out of taxpayers' dollars, they're providing the individual that has to watch that person the whole time, treatment.
That's one of that's a argument that a lot of people that want capital punishment to be implemented say.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we're gonna be spending money on this person that killed this man. How many, the guy killed like 50 people in the Christchurch one.
Yeah.
This guy killed 6 people.
Yeah.
You know? How many? And you know, the thing is, it's like those 6 people don't get to live their life now.
No.
And enjoy the beauty of life because this guy went off and said, I have this agenda or have this cause and I want to go attack these people.
And it's not even just that, not just the people that were impacted, that's thousands because they're families and then people that interact with them, the area.
What about the people?
Millions
What about the people?
now we're going because it's nationwide.
People at Westfield. Now everyone's like, hey, could this happen to me when I'm going at Melbourne Central, High Point, Northland Shopping Centre? You never know now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, let's jump over to the next stabbing incident.
Yeah.
And we feel this is Talking Trophies correspondent news, and I feel like we're doing a deep dive into this. Yeah. And look, you guys can say, hey, why are you guys talking about it? But look, there's news analysts that are sitting there getting paid. We're doing this for free and we're breaking these things down. So talk about the next one because
so the next one was the priest at the Orthodox Church. I don't know the suburb behind it, but basically he's a big preacher from Sydney, but he does a lot of viral videos. Priest Emmanuel.
Mari.
Yeah, man. He's a Syrian man, and they're running 2 services at night, a night service, so an English service, and then the Syrian service. What's crazy was that you could actually see the video. You could get access to the video. It was because it was live streamed. So think about it. There's thousands and thousands of people watching this live happening. Man walks up, obviously, goes to shank him in the face, the neck, but the blade didn't come out originally. And then it eventually come out, stabbed him a few times, and then there was a scuffle. In the process of the scuffle, I found out it was his blade that cut a bit of his own fingers.
Okay.
In the scuffle when they were trying to get it off.
I thought the guy got chopped.
I thought they chopped it.
Yeah.
That was the rumor that was going around.
Yeah.
But the actual facts is that in the scuffle of them trying to disarm him, the blade cut off his own fingers. They restrained him, and that's crazy.
Damo, keep it a buck with me.
Yeah.
You had church yesterday, surely.
Yeah. Definitely. Security's been upped.
Yeah, security's been upped. But guys, let's keep it a buck. Were you talking about the Muzzies at the church? Like,
no.
We're under attack by the Muzzies.
Nah.
They're coming for us. Look, it's happening in Gaza and it's happening here now.
Everyone get your pitchforks.
Get your pitchforks ready.
We're going to Preston.
We're going to the mosque. We're going to go strike.
No.
So
genuinely, there was, so at church, we didn't actually talk about it or address it. But we, as a staff, we did obviously, just talking into we have to be more aware of security. And I think across all faiths, in your places of worship, just having people that do have an eye out. This is a safe place, but there are some weirdos that do weird stuff in those places.
Yeah, so the kid was what? They confirmed the kid was 16 years old.
16 years old.
And so his dad said, yo, I had no idea this was happening. I had no idea he was going, he had these thoughts or he was, getting to this extreme level of like attacking, you know, someone. And firstly, that's one thing you're not even allowed to do. Even in, for example, even in war, Muslims are not actually even allowed to like attack a church or whatever. Yeah. It's like it's forbidden. It's one of the laws of like war and stuff. Yeah. So their dad had no idea this guy had like extreme thoughts and stuff. Yeah. And he goes, the only thing I realized was he was being very disobedient to me. Yeah. As the time went on. Yeah. So it's clearly to show that like he was probably watching some videos where they're like saying like, you know, everyone's against us, even the Muslims are against us, because there is a sect of Muslims that generally, but like they believe in these attacks and stuff, and they believe that like, for example, Muslims have gone away from the faith and you can even attack Muslims and stuff. So he probably got into a deep dive of that, and he's, you know, and the thing he went off and he did that at the church, and there was serious tension, and
literally it caused a riot to take place. So basically, they were trapped inside for hours. Yeah. So they were trapped inside for hours.
What were they saying? Bring him out.
They were saying bring him. Yeah, they were screaming at the police to hand him over. So police got injured because as they were trying to bring him out, they're hurling stuff, they're throwing stuff. Yeah. They went nuts, man. Because they were Arabs.
Yeah. Look, Arabs, you know what?
They're passionate on both sides, on the Muslims and the Christian sides.
But hey, you know what? I'll tell you something Australia learned from that day. That they're gonna be like, mate, I didn't know there was Christian Arabs.
Yeah, true.
A lot of Aussies
Assyrians,
there's a massive Christian population in the Middle East, man. It's a heavily influenced religion. It's there, and I think a lot of Aussies are just sitting back like saying, so you telling me there's a couple blokes over there that
love Jesus,
mate, good on him.
I thought it was just us in the mosh pit.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, the thing is, even that guy's he's a big
speaker.
He's a priest, right?
He is. He's a priest.
So they're Catholic Orthodox. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Catholic Orthodox?
Sorry, Christian Orthodox.
Yeah, it's Christian Orthodox.
Assyrian Orthodox.
Yeah. So he's big because he's more of a teacher. There's different styles to how different denominations speak, and so he's a big teacher. Especially he talks on more of he's just straight to the point about it.
I've heard about him a lot, and I've seen a couple of his videos. Yeah. Even before this, I already knew about him because I got a couple of mates Syrian mates that share his content, and he is very. It's not beat around the bush. He's
straight to the point.
Like facts Christian.
Yes.
Like he's like, you know.
And he's not like, hey, he's not the type to go, hey, let me emotionally try and manipulate this speech, you know, by telling a nice story about my life, but actually like, this is what the Bible says and this is how you should be living. And what I find interesting about him is that a lot of demographics love him. Like whether you are a teenager or you're an elderly person, there's a big respect for his teachings. Yeah. You know, across Christianity. And so, yeah.
Let's go into the stabbing.
Yes. So that stabbing, you know, went to go stab him a few times. The blade didn't work, which is amazing because like think about it. If that blade were to work, that's your face, the neck. It was just like so many vital areas, but he's recovering. He hasn't, he's recovering now. Yeah. What's crazy is that like after he got stabbed,
he sent a message.
No, so at the time when he got stabbed, they restrained the guy. Yeah. And with his injuries, he still stood up and prayed for the guy. That Emmanuel guy.
No, the Emmanuel guy doesn't play games because up to him, Kaz.
The guy does not play. Yeah. I say, bro, there's a reason why the blade didn't flick open at the time.
Kaz, that's gone, man. God, dude.
Bro. So yeah, it was so that I think and so that's a whole different ball game now too. Because it happened just 2 days after the Westfield one. Yeah. And it's a young kid.
Do you reckon it was like that triggered that maybe? Would you say like, for example?
No, because you know what? That priest has been received. He was saying he was aware that like people were having threats for his life.
But was it like, were Muslims going for him? I didn't think it was
Muslims were going for him because he went on. He did speak out verbally, you know, being firm in his faith
about Palestine.
It wasn't about bro. I forgot what it was, bro.
Because I know he spoke about Palestine, and he said
Because
the only thing that can help the conflict between Israel and Palestine is if you guys do give in to Jesus as your savior.
Yeah.
And
He did. Yeah.
And the couple Jewies and Moses got to be.
Yeah. And another, because the guy that stabbed him, he said to him in Arabic, he said to him, "This is what you get for speaking against my prophet."
Yeah. Okay.
So like, I haven't heard the video, but like clearly,
He said it in Arabic.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard that.
Yeah.
He said it in Arabic.
He said it in Arabic to him as he was about to stab him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nah, there was even in a couple mosques actually had a bit of police presence as well.
Yeah.
So this week as well, because
retaliation.
Retaliation, yeah.
And that's a sad reality about, when it comes to faith, is that there's extreme sides to it.
It's for both, but you have to see.
Yeah.
Look, it's end of the day, faith is for everyone is their most fundamental part of their life.
Yeah.
So faith is the most important thing to everyone. So when they see the most important thing to them getting attacked, whether it's verbally or physically or online posts and stuff, people react differently, And the thing is, even if this guy did say, "Oh, this guy spoke against the prophet," whatever, he's saying it in his Christian in a church, and that's how he preaches. The same way, for example, our Muslims will say, "Hey, listen, we don't believe that Jesus is God. We believe he's our beloved prophet." So and for a Christian, they'll be like, "Hey, you can't be saying that."
Exactly.
They'll say Jesus is God,
Yeah.
But it's not. It shouldn't be like that. It's just, hey, this is your faith. This is my faith. You know what I mean? And I personally, even me, I was like, I'm like, come on, bro. Nowadays, it comes to the point when I hear an attack happen, I'm like, please not Muslim, please not Muslim, please not Muslim, please not Muslim.
Yeah.
And then when it says, when they go Muslim,
it's the worst timing, right? Because everyone was blaming the Muslim for the Westfield one.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, a Muzi actually
did it. Like, come on, cuz, we were doing so well. Mental health was going to be the main issue. And people were going to emphasize on mental health. And now because of you, we fumbled the bag, cuz. So, anyways, bros, hopefully hopefully this stuff comes to an end, man. Stabbing is a big issue. It's happening amongst the youth, and now it's happening to innocent civilians.
Yeah.
So, the one thing the government needs to do, police need to do, is be a bit more proactive. Stop being reactive. That's the problem. Does this have, So, 6 people died. How many were injured? And then 2 people were assaulted in, a place of worship. It shouldn't be happening, man. And especially in a country like Australia that takes pride in safety and, diversity and stuff, it shouldn't be happening, So let's hope for the better, man. Make sure you guys do subscribe.
Yes.
Let's jump into the episode. Welcome back to Talking Trophies. Look, YouTube did stuff us up with the algorithm. They made us, you grind it out for 20 weeks. You put in the work for 15 weeks. You drop videos consistently. You take one break, cuz. And YouTube, you take a break for a month so you can focus on your faith. You know what I mean? And then YouTube goes off. YouTube goes off and says, "Hey, listen, we're going to push you back in the algorithm." And then you get guys like Noor talking smack. You know what I mean? Shout out to Noor, cuz.
Bold on bold crime.
Yeah, bold on bold crime is not right.
It's not right, bro. You can't
it's
be doing
not
that.
right. But hey, let's jump into how deep can you get before we get into the episode.
Yes. Hey, how deep can you get?
So it's how deep can it get?
Oh, true.
Mate, how deep can you get is a bit sus.
That's a bit weird. Yeah, my bad.
No Diddy. Say no Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. That's the new thing. Okay, I got one here.
All right. What's a dream that you've given up on?
Yeah, what's the dream you've given up on?
What's a dream I've given up on? Being Chris Brown's backup dancer.
Did you actually want to be Chris Brown's backup dancer?
I'm being straight up.
Yeah?
Bro, when I was in high school, bro, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to be like the most craziest backup dancer of all time.
Yeah.
Not even the main guy, the backup dancer.
Yeah, but
talk about backup dancer.
You're talking about a backup dancer, but you want to be a backup dancer for one of the best artists of all, of all time.
Yeah. So that was the goal. I wanted to do it. Like I wanted to go on tours, live that life. And then as I got older, the desire just dropped. Yeah. And then as I stepped into faith, the desire just dropped. Yeah. So it's just like, bro, I wanted to be the
Surely you can be like a backup dancer for like a church band or something. Yeah. You know, a good church band you can backup
dance. Dance for.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. What's a dream that I gave up on?
Yeah, what's a dream
I don't know, man. A dream that I gave up on.
Being straight.
What? Mate, no Diddy. A dream that I gave up on. I've always wanted to be like a. I don't know, man. I've always wanted to be like a traveler, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's like one of the big things. Like, just travel for.
like vlogging.
No, not content wise. Just like myself. Like, I just wanted to travel the world.
Yeah.
Like those guys that go away for like 4 or 5 years. I remember just like wanting to leave.
Backpack.
Because the thing is, it's crazy. Now people think, oh my god, ravers overseas every 3 months, whatever. But I didn't go overseas until I turned 19.
Yeah.
So like, I always said I want to go travel. I want to live in another country for like 3-4 months and then go travel to another.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to leave for like 4 years, but like,
One of my boys doing that, Abdullah.
yeah,
You know Abdullah?
I know him.
Yeah,
man.
bro,
I've
the
seen him. He's in
guys-
Sri Lanka.
Bro, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Cambodia.
Yeah. I remember the first time I came back from Thailand, the first trip I ever did, I was just like, bro, this is so beautiful, bro, and I want to do it again.
Yeah.
And I want to do it for a long time and like just long-term travel. But just as time goes on, man, you have other things in life that you want to do, you know, like
Yeah, so true.
you want to settle down, you want
Have
to
a family.
have a career, you want to start a
with
business. Yeah, man. And it's just like, it doesn't hit the same, man. You know, when you're overseas, I don't know if anyone's experienced this, when you're overseas and you're talking to your family, it just doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, so
Like,
true.
I'm not going to lie, I'll talk to
There's
my
a big
mom.
distance between it. It's a
Yeah,
distance,
and it's just like, oh, pass the phone to this person, pass the phone to this person. Hey, what are you
Yeah.
doing right now?
It's
Nothing.
like, hey, how are you? How's it going? How's the weather? How's this?
Yeah, and it's just like,
It's generic.
It's not, it doesn't hit, you know? So like, I just gave up on it, man. I'm
Yeah,
like, you know what?
valid.
Let me just stay here, man, and just travel every couple months.
No more going overseas.
Yeah. What's the next one?
And do you have an inner voice? And if you do, what does it say the most?
Bro, inner voice, man. I don't know. That one popped up randomly, and I was like, this is such a good one.
Yeah.
And I
feel
do
like
have an
every-
inner
I
voice.
feel like everyone's got an
But
inner
how's your
voice.
inner voice? Like, let's break this down. Like, yo, my inner voice is sick.
Yeah, mine, I'll be honest, mine's so unhinged.
No, 100%. No, it's not that. That's normal. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
But like, my inner voice is like, yo, I think I borderline have like anger management.
Oh, no way.
Yes, like it's like,
Oh, wow.
not like it's like, or like, bro, I'll be chilling with someone. I'll be like, yo, imagine I just gave this like I just hit this person,
Clocked
like
him in the
clocked him in
jaw.
I would
Yeah.
never hit someone in the head, but I'm like, and I'll say, I always do this because like your brain's programmed to like, if you keep thinking that thought, eventually like. That's how people go loopy and do attacks and stuff like
sure,
that.
yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to kill those nerves, the brain cells, and creating that network of thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like a tree.
Yeah,
So if you have
it's a
thoughts
root. Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just keep,
so rip
it makes
it
a big,
out.
it becomes a big tree and takes over.
Yeah, I get that.
So whenever I get those thoughts, I'm like, bro, that's not, I'll be like, in my head, I'm talking to this person, I'll be like, that's so random, but why did I think of that?
Yeah.
Like, my inner voice is pretty crazy, but my inner voice also is like, I'm very hard on myself, like extremely hard on myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I reckon for anyone else, it'd be borderline depressing.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, yo, this is driving me to be better. Like, that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I see it. Like, it's like, are you pathetic? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I get those thoughts in my head, like, are you pathetic? You're going to give up right now?
Yeah.
You're not that guy, man. You're
My-
not that guy. And then my other voice goes, nah, I'm him.
Yeah, this sounds like an anime voice.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't give up. This is your, your dream and stuff like that.
Bro, mine's pretty cooked, bro. Sometimes I'll be driving and my brain just goes, what would happen if you just crashed right now?
100%. But hey, I found out. I looked into that. I looked into that because I used to get that. Bro,
So it's not linked to depression?
It's like it's not. It's like, you know, when you get to like, for example, the edge of a cliff.
Yeah.
And you're like, what about if I jump off?
Yeah.
So or
on a plane, when you look out the window, what if
What if
I
I-
open the emergency door?
Emergency, that always happens to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
And it's like, bro, that should not red flag me, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I know I'm a muzi, but I'm not gonna do it. But pretty much, that thought is your brain's instinct. It's like, it's your survival instinct. So your brain's telling you, like, it's doing a calculation of it. Will
Yeah.
you survive? What's the fatality? It's not you're gonna jump
Yeah.
unless you're a little bit loopy, but your brain's telling you, hey, listen, this can happen. Watch out for it. That's just the thought process that's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
So when that happens, it's normal. Everyone experiences it.
Yeah. I think about it all the time. Or even like scenarios. So I'll be walking down the street. If I see a group of guys that are looking a bit shady, I try to think, how can Bruce Lee myself out of this situation? Mentally.
Yeah.
I look at the short guy. Yeah, I will clock him in the throat.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna uppercut the taller guy while I got the lower guy. The bang. The guy's a bit taller. I'm uppercut him. But elbow. Conor McGregor spin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
analyze the whole situation because, like, bro, I'm trying to live out here.
This is why I wanted to do this segment, yeah? I mean, this is part of how deep you can get and ask this question. Because a lot of people, when they're going through this, think they're the only one experiencing this. And by us saying that, now people are like,
Yo, I do it too.
okay, yeah. Okay, these guys are as crazy as me. Like, there's crazy people in the world.
Yeah.
It's normal.
But if you're thinking some different type of things, you might have to go get it checked.
Yeah. Like, if it's like really depressive,
Yeah.
or it's like really aggressive. Like, mine's aggressive, but I'm not like thinking, yo, while I'm having a chat with someone, let me chuck boiling water at their face. Like, it's not that.
Yeah, not all the time.
It's not all the time. It's not intense. Like, if you're like calculating like mass murders or like calculating,
that's
attacks,
wild. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, yo,
Go get
checked and speak about it and let those thoughts out.
Don't even
because-
get checked. Just, bro, do it so you get flagged. Like, we need to find who you are right now.
That's true because
Yeah.
you are a threat to society.
Yeah.
But we need we if you're having those thoughts, get them checked. But people need to know that, like, even the day-to-day person, like, if you are having these thoughts, it's normal. I think we go through it as individuals because if you think about this instinctively, we are like that was the survival thoughts that kept us alive. These thoughts that come in our head wide, like, for example, it was naturally used to be like, hey, I'm gonna get attacked by a wild animal, let me protect myself, be ready in all situations. Hey, I'm at there's a for example, you're in the sea, you're like, what about if the sea's gonna take me in? It's natural, your body says, hey, listen, it does calculations. So you anticipate how you can survive. The same way you said when you walk past the sus group. You're like, yo, how am I gonna fight myself out of this? It's human instincts, you know.
You know, when I was a kid, bro, when I used to wake up, bro, I reckon I was a weird kid, bro. I used to imagine I was in a battlefield.
Yeah.
In my bed, guys. Imagining bullets flying over me. There's a bomb. I'm tucking myself in.
That's the COD, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Might be the COD. Was that when you at the age of a COD or?
Bro, nah, I was like 7.
Oh, damn. Damn, you need to get checked, cuz. All right, guys. Listen, we got a new segment. You see, look, our Deves and Davies message us.
Yeah.
Our Deves and Davies message us. I'm going to let Damo introduce the name, but I'm going to explain why we're doing this now. So our Deves and Davies, they love to message us with things to do. And if it's a good idea, we're doing it. And pretty much I got a message by an individual who's been actually supporting us, even during the break, messaging us a bit, telling us, you know, what's going on with the episodes and stuff. And they're very supportive, interactive, pushing us. And, you know, we appreciate him. And he said, hey, look, I've got an idea. He goes, why don't you guys review local Melbourne food?
Yeah.
And to be honest, when people give me ideas for talking trophies, I want to make it even more specific to talking trophies. I want to make it different from everyone else.
Yeah.
I want to make us special. You know, I like to add
flavor to it. Add flavor to the flavor.
Add flavor to the flavor, pretty much. So they said, why don't you review local Melbourne food? I said, bro, I thought to myself, I said, a lot of people do that. So why don't we do something where we review food that gets Uber Eats or DoorDash or delivered to you and judge the quality of the food after it's been delivered? Because I'm a homebody, man. I've changed. I'm a homebody. I like to stay home. I like to stay in the comfort of my house. After COVID, you know, it changed me a lot. And one thing I've been doing is, you know, I like to do a Uber Eats. I like to do a DoorDash here and there.
And good food tastes good fresh, but amazing food can go through the valley. Yeah. And it's still good.
Yes. So I said, let's do this.
Yeah.
We order food. We tell you which spot we got it from, and we give it a review.
Yeah.
And Damo thought of a great name. And talking trophies, we love sus names because we have open minds. And what's the name of this segment called?
Does it hit?
Does it hit?
Because we want to know if the food hits or not.
So what do we got today, Damien? You've sent the order in.
Okay. We didn't make up this name. We ordered from Mama Wong's Kitchen.
Shout out our Chinese. Halal, by the way. Halal.
Yeah. Ni hao.
Ni hao, ma.
Yeah.
So what do we have? What's this rice called?
Bro, what's it called again?
Some Asian rice name.
It's Asian rice.
Stir fry Asian rice.
Yeah. It's not stir fry. I got the name. Ready? Okay, I'll give you all the names. All right. We have nasi goreng.
This is the rice?
Yes. Mee goreng is the noodles.
Yeah.
So nasi goreng, that is the rice. We have...
This is what we have here. See, if you have a look.
If you look on this side, we have curry puffs.
Look, it's not only the Indians that are making the curries. The Chinese love a bit of curry
This is the
themselves.
one I'm keen for.
Ooh.
lemon pepper chicken. Get that in ya. And we have chicken dim sim
Steamed.
steamed.
Option of fried or steamed. We chose steamed because we're trying to watch our weight.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give the
rice.
nasi goreng.
Yeah, nasi goreng. Give it a review.
Go.
And the question is, does it hit?
You know, I'll tell you something. Asian food, there's a smell it has that you gotta get past.
Yeah.
And I had that there.
Yeah.
And look, that's why a lot of colored people struggle with Asian food.
Yeah.
You know, it's got that smell, but it's good. I like it. Look, I'll give it a good 5.5 out of 10. I've had better ones.
Yeah.
I've had better ones, but look, we're judging the food and we're giving honest reviews out here. And don't message us. We're not doing no promos and pretending like your food hits if it doesn't hit. And this is a 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah, Miss Wong, if this was fresh, I reckon when you just made it, I'm giving it like a solid 7, but I'm gonna give it a 5.5, just because it couldn't withstand the trial of being delivered. All right, I'm gonna go for the curry puff. You want curry puff?
What's in it?
Chicken, peas, corn or carrot.
All right, let's give it a go.
Curry puff.
They're still warm. Yeah. Bismillah.
Bro, that hits. That hits. Mama Wong.
Nah, you know why that hits? The potatoes as well. And the pastry is so soft and just delicate and just... Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I could eat this all day.
That one's crazy. That one's crazy.
That one,
I give that an
8.
8. I'm going 8.7, 8.8.
That was good. Whew. Let's go lemon.
All right.
This is the number one dish, by the way. The lemon and pepper chicken.
Yeah. But I feel like lemon chicken, you got to do it with plain rice, but it's okay. We'll be forgiven. All right, I will go first. Do you want me to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, you like it like that.
That hits. Why'd you eat it like that, bro? Cuz, is that not crazy?
I just feel like that with rice.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, with rice.
Like it needs something, man. That is good. This is finger licking good.
It is. That's solid.
Bro, Asians don't play games.
They don't play around
when it comes to chicken as well.
Yeah.
That's actually good, man. I actually went for another one, bro. That's good. Oh, I got a bit of chicken on my mic. Daddy, chill.
Better than curry puff?
Nah.
For me, that was an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. The lemon chicken was good. It's good. It's great, and I feel like it will be great with rice. And the fact that we got this delivered, I'll give it a 7-ish. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Because yeah, man, that hits. What do we have now? Oh, the chicken dim sim.
Chicken steamed dimmy.
Dimmy, yeah. No, oh, let me give.
And it's chicken because you know if it doesn't say chicken or beef, it's cat.
It's all right, mate. We don't want to get him on the bad side. All right, let me try this. How was that? To be honest,
4.
I've had way better dim sims.
But I had better dim sims at my high school canteen.
Yeah, that just didn't hit. But did you have chicken dim sims at school? It's mainly beef.
I just said
lamb,
dim
yeah?
sim. Dim sim, I don't know what it is.
Nah. I think chicken dim sims don't hit as good as the beef.
Oh, bro.
And that was overpowered by soy sauce.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
It's been sitting in there for like 20 minutes. in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah. And the driver just looked like he was on a call to India because he had the AirPods on and he was just talking to someone. And I just feel like he didn't really care. So I'll give that a 4 out of 10.
But you know what?
Overall-
shout out Saad.
Shout out Saad. That's our driver.
Saad,
But
yeah.
I got a Saad.
S-A-double-A-D.
S double A. Oh, Saad. That means his name is Saad.
Yeah.
Look, overall, what was it called? Mama's Wong's Kitchen.
Yeah. As an overall, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
I was gonna say 6.5. It's look, it was a good feed. It was a good feed. Traveling wise, it does travel well. The food does travel well. That's the main thing. And I feel like if I had it fresh at the shop while Mama Wong was cooking the food in front of me and looking me dead in the eye, it'd be an 8. But after Uber Eats, I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10.
That was solid. Hey, I'm going to enjoy this segment. This is good. It's like ASMR as well.
Yum.
Welcome to this channel.
But yeah, we got to do this. If you guys know any good spots around, like in the city area,
Yeah, hey, send us spots actually. Send us spots and we'll get it.
yeah, 100%.
Or I'll pick it up on the way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Damien, there was a Netflix documentary that I watched and I messaged you about it and I'm like, yo, this is such a good topic we can speak about.
And at the time I said I didn't know it, but actually I did my research and I do know it. I
Yeah.
remember hearing about it when it happened.
Yes.
Yes.
So pretty much the documentary is called What Did Jennifer Do?
Yeah. And this is
What Jennifer did?
And no relation to Mama Wong's.
Yeah. No. What Jennifer did, it's called. So pretty much what happens is to summarize it up for you guys, if you haven't watched it, bro, it's all over the news like when it first came out. So if you don't know it, tough luck. This is not a movie. This is real life.
Yeah.
So what it was about was pretty much a girl called Jennifer pretty much got her parents set up to be murdered.
Yeah.
And she paid some money. For
Hey,
her
and
parents
it's
to
a
be
decent plan.
It was a good plan, and
What's more impressive is how they found her out.
that's what I was gonna say. Like how it just all came back together.
Yeah.
It's a sad story about how extreme things can get between the relationship of parents and stuff. And I'm not gonna say that, for example, someone watching or this is happening. This is not something normal. This is This is an extreme outlier that rarely would happen. But I was gonna talk about parental pressure.
Yeah.
And the pressure of parents. And this was an extreme case of what, like, you being a failure to your parents is.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about how damaging parental pressure can get.
Bro, it's damaging because you're always living up to your potential.
Yeah.
Everything around you is always about the potential of who you could be.
Yeah.
And for me, I was very lucky that my mum, she expected me to be as dumb as I am.
Standards. Standards.
Like there was no
Be you, Kaz.
she's like, worst case is do a trade. Just do it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? She was very like,
Yeah.
Bro, I was dumb at school. Whole high school.
Yeah.
She was content.
Did you get checked for ADHD? What?
Are you
Wait.
saying ADHD people are dumb?
No, as in, like, for example, like, because you're unable
Oh,
to
I
focus in
reckon.
school.
Oh, I'm on the spectrum for
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
bro.
You gotta be.
I
know I am, but
Yeah. Oh,
like-
you got ADHD?
no. I know I'm on the spectrum. Kaz,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
I think-
me,
yeah,
Kaz, bro.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
Kaz. After when you interact with me at home, Kaz.
I think I might have some like minor tiz.
Okay. Yeah. Understandable. You know.
Something.
Yeah. I think we got a couple in our family. But
And it's not mine.
yeah.
No.
But
But yeah, no.
what about
so-
like how was report days for you?
Oh, bro. But what do you mean? By the time I was 14, bro, my mom stopped going to them.
No, like when you get the report, end of semester report.
Oh, okay. This is how it went. If a class involved any creativity, A+, A, B+.
Okay.
If it required any academics, best thing I would get maybe a C+. The rare B, D+, average.
Damn.
Like for me, getting a C+ to a B was good.
Nigga, you were dumb, cuz.
Bro, I was dumb. So like, I was dumb. Like,
Cuz I thought I was bad.
I never study. I never would study, bro.
Yeah.
Every day COD, every day WWE games back then. Like, bro, every day just playing Xbox, and I just couldn't care, bro. I actually couldn't care for the academic side to things.
So, because you didn't care, at least you had. So your mum
my mum was super supportive. She was understanding, and then that's what made her be so. So when I did do something I was good at, she was so supportive of me because she goes, "If you're gonna do anything well,
like this guy's not doing calculus, and he's not gonna find the cure for cancer.
But my son's a great dancer.
He's a great dancer.
So I'm gonna drive him anywhere. I'm gonna do this. So like she made sure that I would get to. She'd drive me to the rehearsal. She'd drive me to places to make sure I'm there. She's supporting it. She's coming to every show. She's in the front. She's in the side. Got her camera out, taking a photo before. So I didn't feel that pressure. But now that I work with teenagers, I see the pressure
of parents.
Yeah, ethnic parents.
Guys, look.
Let's be real here.
Let's keep it a buck, yeah? Look, Jennifer was Vietnamese, and the Vietnamese, guys, I have a lot of Vietnamese friends in school, and I remember on report day, like, they'd be sitting there with a B+, and they were looking depressed. Yeah. And I was there with the same, I wasn't even there with a B+, I was there with just a straight B, and I was like, yep, I'm getting pizza tonight, gang.
I've got a hot take. You know what's funny? You know what's so funny to me? Why is it always, it's the ethnic parents that are millionaires, whatever, that let their kids do creative, this is that, and it's the ones that are taxi drivers or whatever that are going hard. You have to be a doctor.
So, because they know they got a backup plan. Yeah. That's what it is. The reason they let them be creative is because they go, listen, look, you can take over the business. You can join in.
Whenever you want.
They have something to fall on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The millionaires have something to fall on, whereas the ethnic kids whose dad's a taxi driver and that's working 26 hours in the day, which is not possible, but it's possible somehow. Yeah. They don't. Why? Okay, son. When you finish your academics, you come work with me taxi. Yeah. You know. So there's nothing really to fall on. There's no backup plan. That's why.
So it's like you have to go hard.
It's for them, and they have the all in or nothing mentality because they're not going back home. Yeah. 100%. Low-key, as much as like all our parents say we're gonna go back home one day, whatever, they're staying here. Yeah. Let me keep it 100 with you. Yeah. Most people, like 90% of the people, migrants here, they're here to stay forever. You know, they're gonna get buried in like Faulkner Cemetery type thing. So,
and I think this is where the balance is. It's hard in society. Is that society will tell you, do what you want, study whatever you do, what makes you happy. But your parents are going, hey, do what makes the bread.
Yeah. And there's to be honest, there's nothing. And
there's nothing wrong with it on both ends.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it on both ends, but it's like, you got to be realistic as well.
Yeah, and it can't come at the cost. And the thing is, the parental pressure cannot come at the expense of a child's freedom or happiness.
Bro, but happiness is subjective, bro, Damien. Because I'll tell you something. You might be happy. Let's just say, like, you might be happy now, like as a kid doing something. Yeah. For example, you want to be a soccer player, and you're really convinced you want to be a soccer player.
Yeah.
Well, at the age of 15, and your dad knows you're average, and you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Is it better for him to be like, hey, listen, let me be the bad cop right now, push the academics on him, because he's really good at maths, and he really enjoys maths as well in school, and tell him, look, soccer, we can't really do soccer. Yeah. And you know what I mean?
But you know what the reality is, though? If you really suck at soccer, maybe you don't know it at 15, but by the time you're 18, you're going to know. Because that's when it's drafting season for the kids that are good.
But look, what about that's what I'm saying. And your dad's trying to save that 3 years of you wasting playing soccer, doing all these trainings, when he knows down, like at best, bro, you're going to be playing thirds. Yeah.
You know? But when you're 18, you can still start pursuing something at 18.
100%. You can pursue anything anywhere. Maybe not athletics. Let's keep it a buck. There's a couple people that are 28 right now, trying to play like elite football, trying to make it to like the number one.
Yeah, your time's
like,
done.
Brother, you're at your peak right now.
You're done.
You're not getting better than this because you're not going to be kicking the same goals that you were when you were 30.
You know you good should do? Get really good at drills and do training videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can make money like that, or get
into coaching, something like that. But for example, with the parental pressure, there's a sense of reality that parents have, man, and you won't understand it as a kid or a teenager.
Yeah.
But when you get older, you're like, oh, okay, I get why they were doing it. For
Yeah.
example, with me, my parents were pretty heavy. Like, they pushed us on academics. You know,
Yeah.
they got us tutors and stuff. I'll be 100. My parents low-key knew I was not academically smart.
Yeah.
I am not academically smart. I can't sit down and listen and just digest facts. I was never good at it, you know?
Yeah.
But what I was able to, what I learned over time and practicing, one thing about me is I'm very, I try, I don't quit. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
So that's what pushed me, to be honest. And what motivated me is like, for example, my parents did work hard and my father would work overtime. My father didn't tell me be a lawyer, be a doctor, be an engineer.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's like, hey, listen, he showed me I've said in a few episodes where I used to go work with him as a 13-year-old and be like, oh, damn, this is what I don't want to do this. Yeah. So that pushed me. I'm like, okay, let me give academics a go. And then I ended up falling in love with business and accounting and I'm here now doing my career, whatever.
Falling in love?
Bro, cause I was hooked in year 12, bro.
Yeah,
like, cause I was like, I love doing spreadsheets and stuff. It was weird, bro. And it was because a teacher sat me down and explained to me whatever, you know. But that parental pressure wasn't to the extent like where I've seen kids that like, bro, their parents, bro, they used to like make them study 7 days a week.
Bad.
They had no life, whatever. And I look at them now and like, yo, they've mentally crashed at like 25, 23, and they're not the lawyer or the doctor or the engineer their parents wanted. They're mentally drained person right now. You know, like
going off the rails in Bali.
Yeah, no, not that extreme, but like they're more like, you know, they're just doing a everyday job rather than that blue collar job their parents wanted them to do. You know, and then you gotta find that supportiveness, man. But
you know what? It's so hard because we're sitting here saying this from the opposite end. But in reality, when we have kids one day, we're going to be grilling them about studying.
Brother, that kid I have, any of my kids, I am putting them to work, cuz.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pushing them, bro. That's what it is. And it's not like, and I'll push them to the extent, like, they can try get the best out of themselves. At least so they can see the potential. I'm not going to be like a crazy, like, super strict parent, like, gives them no life and stuff. But it's like, yo, I'm going to push them to an extent. And then once they get to like a 13, 14-year-old age, slowly like...
But you know what I think is mentally like taxing for a kid? Like, it's just messed up to do. I think for parents, if you're going to go really hard on the academics, I think you need to balance it out with being expressive on the lovey-wovey stuff for your kid. Because if you're just grilling them every time, every day... they're feeling like they're not living up to your standards, bro. The kid's just not gonna like you growing up. There's gonna be resentment right there. Yeah, and I see it all the time with teenagers. You know,
like teenage habits. Look, I can tell you this. Even if you're a great parent, guys. Teenagers are tough, man.
Oh, without
it's
a
a
doubt.
tough phase to go through, bro. It's not easy. So, like when parents say, "Oh, the kid doesn't understand," it's like, then even if you're a great parent, you do everything right. The kid still can come out wrong. You know what I mean? That phase is hard. Look, you got more of a chance of winning $3 million by putting a chip on the number in the casino for roulette than your teenage kid coming at how you want him to come out.
So
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
You never know how they're gonna come out. You just gotta be there to guide and support whatever, you know? But I want to go back to the Jennifer because look, the Asian parents, guys, when it comes to pressure, I don't think any ethnicity can. Right now, it's head-to-head between like the Chinese and the Indians. Chinese and Indian parents,
next level.
They're next level.
Yeah.
And no one comes close to them.
Yeah.
But it has good outcomes, man.
Yeah.
They have results.
Yeah. 100. Yeah.
Like I reckon in like 2 generations, a lot of CEOs are gonna either be from China or India. Yeah. And like a lot of big business.
I feel like a lot of them already are.
Yeah. They already are. But like it's gonna get even like way more
dramatically. Yeah.
And you're gonna go find like management where it's gonna be like. Bro, literally, when you go to a bank, most of the workers might be from there. You know what I mean?
But you know what tripped me out about Jennifer? That she felt the need to lie about making it into college. Yeah. To make her parents happy.
But she had to, man.
And she was secretly living with her boyfriend.
No, she wasn't. She lived at home. But she was.
Oh, she'd go stay over her boyfriend's house.
Whatever. Yeah. And that guy broke up with her too.
Oh, no way.
Because the girl took L's on every direction.
Wow.
She lost her mom. Her thing, bro. She paid, bro. You know how much she paid those guys to kill her dad?
How much?
Her family, like $2,000.
No way.
I swear. Like
All
that's
their
crazy,
brassies.
bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But
So she set up the house to get robbed.
Mm.
So they tie her up, but the dad ends up surviving.
and he said, "Hey, I saw her walking with them." And imagine like you watching your parents get shot. It's insane. And bro, parental pressure is like, it's not that bad. Like surely it wasn't that bad. Like they weren't putting pressure on you that much, bro. But
Yeah.
I reckon she got.
No, but when she owned up about lying, they wanted to kick her out the house. They wanted to like.
Yeah. But the boyfriend set her up too. I think her ex-boyfriend was in her ear. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Because he was telling her like, hey, like, yo, this is the number. You can call them and they can get this thing done.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Guys, who is she with, guys?
That guy had a girlfriend.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
She was with a player.
Yeah. Like it was a weird love triangle.
What
She was in love
nationality
with.
was he?
I think Vietnamese as well. Shout out
No
to
way.
The Viets are not playing games, guys.
To be honest, they're the most gangster out of the Asians.
I always call Viets black Asians.
That's Filipinos too,
Yeah.
because they're all basketballers.
Yeah. They really love black culture.
Yeah,
100%.
They love it. They get their dreads.
They get dreads, guys. They perm their hair and stuff like that. Let's go to the next one.
And
What
they're
else we got?
dancers. Okay, we have a. Do you want to do Indian swimming pool, or do you want to do Drake? Swimming pool, Drake. All right, let's do Drake. Okay, we barely touched into it last time. We didn't talk into it that deep, but just yesterday, Drake dropped his response. We talked about Kendrick's diss. Then we talked about J. Cole's response, which he said sorry about. Then Drake goes in.
Drake prospers in these moments, I think.
He's in his back-to-back bag. Meek, we remember him bodying Meek Mill.
Right now, he's literally fighting like 4 or 5 individuals. And look, I'm still on my mission of not listening to music. So I actually didn't listen to the song. But what I did was I went through the lyrics.
Yeah. So we got the lyrics
As I
here.
went through the lyrics, I just picked out. What I did was I picked out key points.
No, but you know what it is. Wait, I just want to say something. The photo of the song is such a diss, cuz. It's a size 7 shoe.
Oh, yep. Okay. Let me go through because I took notes while I read through the lyrics like a 40-year-old man that's got no thing, and I'm gonna read it like a white man. Listen.
Yeah. Like
So look, I'm gonna read this music like a white man that finds that his son is listening to hip hop and starts reading some of the foul lyrics to his son. All right. Firstly, he started throwing shots at Kendrick. He goes, "How the f you big stepping with a size 7 men's on?" So he's saying you're a little boy, man, pretty much. He little sunned him. And he also said, they make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit. And I'm not going to lie, that was a hard bar. Because you know why? Because Drake, everyone hates Drake for some reason. And the fact that he was able to the fact that he's saying bro, people just hating on, because I feel like no one ever wants to say that Drake's number one.
Nah, and the thing is, he is.
Like numbers wise, yeah, man,
Yeah.
he is, man. And to say, like, everyone, that's why everyone pushes this Kendrick, I think, remark, because the guy's a thing. Because the guy's a light-skinned, smooth killer that can take your girl. He can sing to your girl, he can rap to your girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Bro, you know
what's another one?
bar killed me? He said, Maroon 5 need a verse. You better make it witty.
Yeah. And then
and then he goes,
he said number one, Trav number one.
No, but then he goes, then we need a verse for the Swifties.
Yeah. Guys, he's saying pretty much you're mainstream.
Yeah.
The one that got me was the one I was so surprised when I heard Future is beefing with him.
Yeah.
And then another individual started beefing with him.
Yeah.
Heavy boy Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Ricky Rose.
Yeah.
Walking calories.
Yeah. Treadmill.
Talking calories.
Got on the treadmill, lost a couple.
Went on the treadmill, lost a couple, went and had a Lizema pepper chicken and had some more.
Yeah.
So he said, so pretty much he summed them up and said, listen, bro, pretty much I gave you boys your number one. So he said to the Future, he said, your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
Yeah.
And to Rick Ross, he said, every song that made it on the chart, he got from Drizzy. But the goated, and the most goated line was he told Metro, he said, Metro, shut up your hoe ass up and make some drums. And guys, I saw like a thread. It's like Metro's response, and it was just someone playing beats,
drums. Yeah,
and it's like, bro, this guy's gonna talk with his 808 beat drums,
bro. It's gonna make a hectic beat.
He's doing it hard, Metro, guys,
bro.
And the fact that, bro, like I'm reading these like lines, and I saw some like Twitter threads and stuff, because I went on like, you know, when you can search like complex and you just write Twitter and then you just go on it. It goes, bro, it's like everyone is going for this guy, man.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, it just shows, man, when you're at the top, and that's how you know Drake's at the top. Because
they're using his name, they bring up the numbers.
And when he had vulnerability.
Yeah.
So someone saw him weak. They're like, yo, this guy's weak right now. Let's take advantage. Yeah. And that's when they started applying the pressure. And everyone just started coming out and having their 2 cents on Drake. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, man, yo, this light-skinned guy.
Yeah.
That's like, you know what I mean? Like, he's got the sensitive side. Fam, man.
He's coming in,
coming in, buzzing. And he even took out the Weeknd.
Yeah.
He said to the Weeknd, claim the 6 and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it.
Yeah. Because he's still got a house there.
That bar was so good. I'm so tempted to actually go listen to the song. Brothers is dropping. But at the same time, it does sound better like the way I read it. Yeah. Like, cuz, I'm telling you, we need someone to go start a course on rap and lyrics. Yeah. And because Drake's dropping some bars.
Yeah.
What's your favorite bar?
Bro, he just went in on so many of them. He brought up a lot of people as I'm reading this. But he's calling them out. He said, one of them says, begging Kaiser Nut, boy, you're not effing beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out here. You're not freaking creeping up.
Okay.
Money wise, I'm out here. You're not effing snaking up.
Bars, man. This guy's not playing games, bro.
And then he said, I'ma let y'all work it out because I seen enough.
Oh no, Drake's not playing games, bro. But I feel like J. Cole needs to come out.
And then he said, no, this one's crazy. I reckon this one got him a bit spooked. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up.
Classical Drake verse.
Yeah,
classical Drake line, like, I got the demons hidden. I know secrets. But hey, Drake, bro, I reckon, Drake knows a lot, man. This guy's...
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. He's seen the ugly side and stuff. And people that say Drake's in the Illuminati might be...
It's because he has his own label. He's actually not tied to anyone.
Right, he is.
It's his own label.
Right, he's signed to Young Money Cash Money, bro.
Oh, yeah. Is he still signed to him?
They got him on lock, cuz.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, bro. They got him on lock, cuz, for life. And look, Drake, the reason why they'll give Drake any deal, because the reason why is if Drake starts going independent, everyone else is going to go independent.
Yeah.
And so they give Drake the best contracts ever. That's what you got to do, man. You got to keep people in line. You got to keep the best in line.
Yeah.
And when you do that, everyone under them falls.
So if you give them everything they want, you can rip off everyone else.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's what it is. Look, bro, this guy's going at it with everyone.
And the thing is, it doesn't even stop there, because you wouldn't even know this because you're not even on it. He goes on and drops additional bars on his Instagram.
What do you mean?
Because he dropped more on his Instagram.
Brother, the guy did a voice memo.
What do you mean? He got AI Tupac to give it to Kendrick.
Nah, this guy's not this guy.
This guy.
He's actually living his best life right now. In case we get copyrighted.
No, I'll tell you. So he done that, and he goes in. Basically goes in.
Nah, I think, guys. I think the reason why Drake's...
They're calling him, look, Champagne Thanos.
That's what it is, bro. He's Thanos. That's the... Bro, he's going against... Thanos, bro. He's going against everyone right now, man. And everyone's going at him, bro. Yeah. And the fact, if he comes out of this, like, on top, and no one drops him, like, a crazy diss. Like, the Pusha T one was crazy. Like, Pusha T, like... made this guy reveal his kid. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was huge.
Unless you get like that, Kendrick's... A lot of people are going to lose respect for Kendrick. A lot of people are going to lose respect for Future. Yeah. Who else? Metro Boomin, bro. No one's going to play your beats.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy. What a time to be alive in the rap industry.
Bro, what a time to be alive, because the world's going to war as well, man.
Yeah.
So let's quickly talk about this Iran and Israel.
Yeah, Iran and Israel.
So pretty much... when this came out, maybe something does happen between now and the time we drop the episode. But pretty much Iran launched a direct attack for the first time ever on Israel soil.
Yeah.
And people are going crazy, like, oh my God, this is an action of war and stuff. And people got a couple feelings about that. I got a couple of hot takes on that.
Right, here we go.
Because I genuinely believe this is all just chess games, man. I was looking at this because I was looking back at this conflict between Israel and Iran. It's chess, man. And Iran's been involved in these attacks to Israel for a long time. So they've been apparently funding the Hamas.
Yeah.
They've been funding Hezbollah in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And they've been funding the Houthis in Yemen.
Yeah.
So they're funding all these parties that are pretty much attacking Israel directly. Yeah. And Israel's like, yo, what's going on? And you guys are funding these guys. So we got to start attacking yous.
Yeah.
And since then, like Israel's like linked to like some cyber security company. Cyber security group that are hackers.
Oh, wow.
And they've hacked into like the fuel stations and stuff. From what I've read, they've hacked into their fuel stations. This is back early. There's like a timeline of this happening. And what they do is, bro, Syria is like, I feel like Syria is a real battlefield because
and we're going
to Syria. But they're attacking. What they do is they attack. You know how you said Damascus, bro? There's bombings and attacks and missile attacks in Damascus.
No way.
Yeah. So like, bro, your
homeboy. Wanna go,
yeah, I know, but still, bro, like I'm not trying to do that. But pretty much the attacks that have been happening, like for example, Israel will attack Iran's. The one that recently triggered this attack was Israel attacked Iran's consulate. Yeah. So there was an area near the Iranian consulate where apparently big generals were meeting up. Yeah. And Israel attacked them, and they're like, "Yo, let's take advantage because we can hit them now," and that's where all their generals are. But Iran, at the same time, attacked another place in Syria, where Israel's got their agencies. So it's happening, and I feel like the attack that Iran did on Israel was, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna sit here and think people saying, oh my God, they're the only ones that care about the Muzis and stuff. But I feel like that was a tactical attack.
There's bigger agendas, yeah.
Yeah. When I say they have an agenda, I don't feel like that was like those missiles were
for aimed, like, hey, we're here for the support.
It wasn't aimed to like we're gonna bomb you and attack your military bases and destroy them. It was more like, we know you guys have an Iron Dome. Yeah. We're gonna send missiles, and you guys can knock them over, whatever, but it's still going to come out that Iran attacked Israel directly. Yeah. So people are going to be like, oh my God, Iran attacked Israel around the world. And Iran's going to be like, yeah, we did that. Yeah. And take claim for it. But where this can go left is Israel might be like, you know what, stuff this. Let's end this like nonsense between us and Iran and just go all out and attack them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, and then that can be a declaration for war. Yeah. You know? And some people might say this was what Iran planned from the start by funding Hamas, because they wanted to eventually dismantle this Israel as much as they can and then set up a war in the Middle East. But I feel like none of these countries want to go to war.
I don't think they will.
America doesn't even want it.
Nah, no one does. America have tried it. America have tried it for years. Russia's tried it. You can't go. I feel like just the Middle East is a region. You just can't do war.
Guys, Middle East is not conquerable, guys.
Because you just
like
can't
just leave these people alone.
You can't do. You can do Europe. You can do parts of Asia. Not even Asia, bro. They couldn't even do Vietnam.
Yeah,
bro.
You can't.
Like you just can't. There's just certain regions in the world where you just can't do it. And I think there's just too much religy-widgy history there. That just can't be touched.
That's what it is too, man. Yeah. It's like, yo, it's like, even for example, the idea where Israel was set up there and stuff, and having a Jewish state there, and the oppression of Palestine. We knew this. People knew this was going to happen from the start. You watch videos from the 70s saying this is going to be a conflict forever. Yeah. There's people that are not going to rest until like their beliefs are pushed. Not their beliefs. Sorry, their political positions are pushed. Yeah. So, for example, Hamas aren't going to stop until Israel stops trying to expand and prosecute the Palestinian people, and Israel's is gonna continue pushing into Gaza and attacking until they end Hamas, and then Iran's gonna continue funding the Hamas until any group around there that's against Israel, and it'll make a direct attacks on Israel. So it's just gonna be a continuous triangle that's never gonna end, pretty much. And the saddest thing is it's the people from Gaza and the Palestinians that are being impacted the most, man. And it's if you watch, we did an episode with the episode we had with Sammy Obama. It was on the day, and I said, yo, we gotta pray for a ceasefire because this can go on forever.
And it'll keep going.
Man. And the thing is, Israel thinks they can continue this force and attacking whatever. It's going to come out worse, because what's going to happen is once they clear out Gaza, let's just say, and they kick out the Palestinians out of Gaza, it's just going to be attacks from other areas.
Yeah.
And it's going to be continuous attacks. And then it's not going to work because you took away a land from a people.
Yeah.
And they've grown up living and knowing for centuries and thousands of years. And it's not only the Muslims. It's the Christians as well. And the Christian pastor came out. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
With Tucker Carlson, wasn't it?
Yeah. They do a lot of videos on it, but it's very sad. There's so many districts. It's a religious city.
Yeah.
Where many people stay, and so people think it's just a Muslim thing. It's actually not at all, and it's heartbreaking to see. I think it's just heartbreaking to see. It costs that women, children, families, and they can't even leave. Mm-hmm. Other nations have had the privilege of being able to just escape their country or whatever during a war, but these guys can't even escape.
And that's one argument a lot of people having, because as soon as Israel got attacked, whatever, the airport was flooded.
Yeah.
And people are saying, "Hey, I thought this was your country. Why aren't you here? Why aren't you staying? Like, I thought this is your place. Where are you going now?
Yeah.
And obviously, I get the idea. People are gonna fly away for safety, and even if you're from, let's just say, if you're from Australia, even us from Australia, people might fly away back to their motherlands if Australia gets attacked. But it's like, it's exhausting. One, for them, the people there are struggling, man, and they're grinding on whatever. I remember watching a video, man, where people were breaking their fast in Ramadan. They were still fasting, which is so impressive, and they were breaking their fast with grass.
Yeah, wow.
Like they made a soup out of grass, and the guy was saying, he's like, bro, we're our poo is like the poo of animals, the petals, whatever. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, so sad to see, man. And that's why I feel like, bro, when these countries are doing all of this
across the Middle East, it's so sad to see, because you see it we're joking about good boys trip to Syria, but you go there and you see how the people are living. And it's great, bro. A mum has to walk with her kids to the supermarket, but she's literally walking through a place that's just bombarded, abandoned. That's what they have to journey through. And every day they wake up and it's okay, maybe things have settled down, but they walk through reminded of the thousands of people that died.
That's when you said the destroyed buildings and stuff. I was thinking about that earlier this week, actually. Wallah, I was thinking about that because I was like, bro, how is that Imagine me living...
It's almost like a museum.
Yeah, it's imagine you're down to... You come here, you just see a building knocked, houses blown up, and you're just walking past it and going to the Woolies like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
And every time you see... And the thing is, it's we're talking about kilometers worth of destroyed buildings, demolished buildings. And when a place has been bombed... There's no walls. It's literally just structure. Yeah. It's just the foundations of the building.
Yeah.
And it looks so... Because you know why? I look at it and you can't help but think, bro, the amount of people that died in there.
That's it. And
they walk through it every day of their life.
The saddest thing about this time, the time we live in, and the time of war, is that people can be... we can be kicking back at home right now.
Yeah.
And... a fighter jet can just come over, boom, smack this house, the building, and we're gone in a split second from the explosion.
Yeah.
And I think that's just so surreal, bro. In the time of history, we've never experienced a time like that where people are just instantly getting killed, man.
Nah.
Back then it used to be
that's not our reality. It's their reality.
Yeah, not us. Our reality.
We're freaking out because, I'm not trying to put down the things that happened or trying to ignore it, but there's uproar when stabbings happen in 2 days. But the bombings happen on a
30,000 people died.
Daily, on a
30,000
daily.
people died, man.
Yeah.
And how many orphans are there and stuff? That's the craziest thing, man. It's just like, yo, we do have the luxury of living in the West, and you know, we're grateful for this country, and you know, the safety that does come with this country, and you know what's so amazing about this country is, look, we get to like that, we in living like in a country that's peaceful, wherever it may be, is that you get to go when something happens like a stabbing, 6 people died, but we get to say, hey, this is not good enough. That we get,
and there's actually a strong sense of unity amongst people.
We say this is not good enough. 6 people died, but like you go to like the Middle East, 30,000 people have died since October. And the world has been saying this is not good enough, and still can't be stopped. That's what's crazy. You know, and but I'll be straight up, man. Like this guy Netanyahu, man, I feel like he does have this. He does have a hidden agenda behind these attacks. As much as he says, you know, we're peacemakers and stuff. You can't be peacemakers and kill 30,000 people, man. You know what I mean? It's, and even recently
in the pursuit of 100 hostages.
You
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like.
And even the hostages that come out, they're like, brother, we were hiding from your bombs. They were saying like, bro, these guys were putting apparently they were like, the Hamas soldiers were covering their bodies when the bombings were happening to protect them. And I'm like, and they're like, shame on you. And people are, bro, there's big hate on him right now. They really against him right now. The country's like borderline. It's dividing heavy. And some people want this war to continue so they can just wipe out the Gazan area. And some people just want, like, listen, we just want to go back with our family. We just want our family back. We want these just free the hostages. And it's such a sad reality, bro, that's they're living through. And that's why, like, when, you know, Iran is doing these attacks and stuff like that, it's like, hey, listen, man, let's hide these agendas, these hidden agendas that everyone has, these proxies and all this complicated stuff that's so hard to delve into. And, bro, just get the hostages free. The money you're spending on the proxies, get Israel to stop attacking them and fix the country. You know, instead of spending money on defense and military and all of this stuff, bro. And you know how it's gone too far, the attacks on Gaza, the humanitarian crisis on Gaza. It's like in Gaza, it's like America's telling Israel, like, yo, chill out. And they're not listening, and they're going...
And that's America.
And they're going, chill out. They're not listening, and they're like, okay, don't worry, we're gonna set up a dock. You know, they were saying they want to set up a dock on the ocean. They're that desperate. They set up a dock on the ocean so they can send in humanitarian stuff. But we shouldn't be living in a time where people are doing this just for humanitarian, just for food. You know, it's a sad reality, man. And I reckon we should just wrap up here. And we've had this link in our bio for a while. So if you guys do want to donate to Palestine, just press on the link in our bio and you guys can send in whatever, even if it's $5, even if it's $1, send whatever you can, man. And hopefully that, you know, they have started to push. So like they're letting in trucks slowly get into the country for food. So hopefully, you know, your donation does make a contribution. But what an episode! What's an episode?
An hour and 45 minutes.
And it's not. It's
probably an hour and 30. Sorry.
It'll probably be something like that. But hey, listen, we are back. You know, we're here for the grind. Shout out to Emmanuel from TDE for showing us support, because she's the only one that recognizes us and showing real love and understands that Ramadan is a time for faith and it's not a time for podcasts. But besides that, if you are listening, you know, hey, hit the follow button. The people that have been on Spotify, apparently, but I've got a couple messages. People saying that, you know, we need you while we're driving. We got a couple messages saying, hey, I was so happy to see you on Spotify. You guys on Spotify, and it pop up. And glad that you guys are back. We appreciate the support, and you know, we're just here we're here for you guys, the Deeps and the Davies, and for the new people, welcome to the family.
Welcome, and we'll catch you next week.
Besides that, stay humble, faith.